Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. What's your plan? What's your plot for tonight? In case you don't have any plot and you have a few tunes to spare, which I know you do. Watu walilipo last week. I'd love for you to come out to Kempinski. By 7 p.m., we'll be celebrating amazing women and the things that they're doing in Kenyan communities. You get to hear their stories this morning from them directly and the sort of responsibility that comes with greatness. These women are involved in different sectors, and this morning we'll be getting to talk to them and hear from them. We're calling this show Making It Young. All right, so men, please bear with us tonight, or rather today on Sunday. It's International Women's Day. Mulikuwa na men's conference, yeah, so let's balance this out. Ladies, welcome all of you, and congratulations on your awards and your nominations tonight. I'll begin from all the way up there. Please tell us your name and what it is that you do and you're involved in.
Well, my name is Christine Onyango, and I'm in the STEM sector. So we do robotics training and robotics competitions in Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania.
Wow, STEM, all right.
STEM, yes.
My name is Jacqueline Moroki Kenya. I'm the director and co-founder of the Sprout Initiative. I'm in education sector. And what we usually do is do mentorships and trainings to schools and the youth.
Amazing. All right.
My name is Mary Mbaka. I'm a sports coach, a soccer coach to be specific. I am using soccer to address various social issues that youths are facing in the society. And I'm majoring on drugs and substance abuse.
Oh, wow. Yeah. All right. Okay.
My name is Abby Chebet, Young Achievers nominee. I'm the founder of the Ladies' Heart Foundation, based in the UNSDG Goals of Quality Education and Menstrual Hygiene Management, and I'm also the youth governor for Bombay County.
Hey, okay, so clearly now we have 4 female presidents that we can choose from so far.
Thank you so much. My name is Lillian Kaivilu, media nominee. I am a journalist, the founder and editor, Impact Hub Media.
Yeah.
This is a digital media platform, a solutions journalism media platform that focuses on positive stories of change makers.
Wow. How does it feel to be on the other side, the one who's now being interviewed?
Let's not go there now.
Right? All right, let's start down here.
My name is Diana Njeri Waitanji. I'm the co-founder of STEM Wahandisi LaFem. We mentor girls in grassroots high schools to take up engineering and tech courses to curb the gender gap that is in engineering and tech. Thank you.
All right, so you have your fellow STEM right here, Ruth. All right,
My name is Jackie Namadi Obago. The founder of Eco Green Kenya. We turn the forest product into productivity. Especially on this, we measure on bamboo as a grass. We use bamboo instead of wood just to catch up with the forest cover issue. So instead of using and cutting trees, we do use bamboo just to help out in the issue of the forest cover.
Wow.
Thank you.
All right.
My name is Ruth Kaveke Michael. I'm the co-founder and the executive director of Pwani Techno Girls, an organization based in Mombasa. What we do is to bridge the gender gap of women in technology by providing them STEM training. I'm in the STEM category through Mombasa Girls in STEM, Technovation, Africa Code Week. And one of the biggest aim of Pwani Techno Girls is to provide employable coding skills to girls and young women in the coastal region.
All right, beautiful.
My name is Yasmin Mohammed, founder and director of Superb Community-Based Organization. It's in the informal settlement of Kibera. So what we do is to reach out to adolescent girls and young women and empower them on menstrual health management. Our main objective is to ensure that we keep girls in school and reduce period poverty in the informal settlement. That is to ensure that girls and women have access to quality menstrual products, and also sensitization of the community in terms of ending period shame and period stigma.
Wow.
My name is Julia Wamboi Omore. The co-founder of Precious Women Group. And this is where women who have lost children, I usually counsel them and usually direct them. Yeah, and give them advice.
Wow. Okay. Wow. All right. That's your mic for this lane. Let's begin here for this lane.
Hello, my name is Rose Unohe.
Rose.
I'm the founder of Ikokazi KE on Twitter. Basically, it's a hashtag that helps people source for jobs and get jobs and have that conversation of unemployment. As you can see, every day it's skyrocketing in Kenya. But also when you're putting yourself out there, talking about your credentials, how do you connect to your mentors, having these conversations even around mental health, so that a lot of people feel like they're not battling unemployment alone. It is a disaster in Kenya.
Wow.
Good morning. My name is Sylvia Moramo Chabo. I am the founder of Andy Speaks for Special Needs Persons. I advocate for integration and inclusion of children and persons with invisible disabilities. This is autism, cerebral palsy, Down syndrome, and other learning disabilities. The inspiration came from being a mother of 2 children on the spectrum. That's why I fight, because they can't speak. We want to be their voice.
You're
in
a
the
mother of 2
community.
children?
3 children.
3 children?
Yes.
You're stressing some of us. You're a mother of 3 children. You look this gorgeous. What is it?
Yes.
All right.
Hi, my name is Eunice Njoki.
Yes.
Hi. I am the founder of Maktaba Mashinani Foundation. We do libraries and education for rural counties in Kenya. We have been helping the needy communities in rural Kenya to establish good libraries. And so far in 2019, we helped establish 165 school libraries and 1 community library in Transmara.
All right, let's use this mic. Could you kindly help us with the mic for the other row? Let's just bring it down to her. Yes. I'm sorry, yes. Could you say that again?
Okay, my name is Eunice Njoki. I am the founder of Maktaba Mashinani Foundation, where we do libraries for the rural communities. And we've been doing this for the rural needy communities in Kenya. We establish community libraries and school libraries. So we've helped establish 165 community libraries in different counties of rural Kenya, and 1 community library.
All right.
Hello, my name is Pascaline Zhao. I'm the founder of Calmine Foundation, an organization that supports pregnant women and new moms and dads with their mental well-being. I am in the healthcare category as a nominee. Yes.
Beautiful.
Hello, my name is Nzani Zani. I'm from Kwale County. I'm the founder and the president of the Hijabi Mentorship Program. The Hijabi Mentorship Program is an initiative that is aimed at creating a transformative social change through the implementation of global citizenship education. And we focus on 4 areas: GBV, sex education, countering violent extremism, and most importantly, economic empowerment.
Okay.
Good morning. My name is Judy Chepkoskei Cheburet. I come from Baringo County. I'm the founder of Speak Up Initiative. Normally what we do, we mentor girls in primary schools. We mentor them on menstruation management, and raise awareness on gender-based violence, specifically on rape and sexual harassment. We always urge them to speak up so that we can advocate for them and understand them, and also teach them what we know. Yeah.
All right. Sally?
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
My name is Sally Agalo Kwenda. I'm a global hero of hope. My story is being shared globally. I'm a survivor 3 times of cancer. So I chose to use my story to inspire other people who may think that cancer is a death sentence. So together with others, we formed a support group, Stoma World Kenya. So we encourage each other, people who are living with colorectal cancer, and inspire them that you're able to live despite what you are going through.
Wow.
Good morning.
Morning.
My name is Joycelyn Mwangi. I'm a nominee on the humanitarian world, and I am the founder and director of Gender Rights Network. Our work is mainly based on working with women, men and children, protecting them on their rights. We do train policemen, we do train the youth, and we also do reconstructive surgery on women who have undergone violence, especially within their genitalia, so that they can gain back their womanhood. Yes.
Wow.
Hello, my name is Precious Muriunge. I'm in the skincare industry, manufacturing category. What we do, we formulate 100% natural products to create just safe products for everyone to use.
Beautiful.
Hi, I'm Jackie Odhiambo, the founder and director for Nyanam International, and our mission is to prepare widows to be leaders of positive social change in their communities. So we know, for example, in Kenya, there are 8 million widows, and they go through a lot of different things, from being evicted from your own home, or being forced into, undesirable sexual relationship because of cultural practices. And at Nyanam, we connect the widows into support groups where they do peer-to-peer therapy, they talk about their heartache, and then we also train them in different areas, for example, in leadership, business, and then finally they take up the mantle and lead whatever changes they desire to see in their communities.
All right, since you're holding the mic and you're the last one, I'm going to start with you. Why did you decide that sector? What pulled you to doing what it is that you do?
This came about after working in my community for 5 years and starting a primary school, also facilitating a drilling of a borehole, and seeing how women participated, and especially widows. And from that experience, I saw how they were neglected, their voices were not being heard, and sometimes when there was conflict in community projects, they were the first to be blamed, even without evidence. And so those are some of the things that sort of were a turning point for me. But from childhood, my father passed on when I was 11 years old, so I've been raised by a widow. And from my mother's experience, I've seen how loneliness can look like for her, how financial hardships can look like for her. So those are some of the things that led me to start working with the widows.
All right, Ruth, we have 3 ladies who are involved in STEM, from what I have seen so far throughout our introduction. Could we get the mics to the ladies who have spoken on STEM? Ruth, I'll begin with you. Perhaps you could tell me the challenges that women face in the technology world. And I want to be specific, women in Africa, women in Kenya.
Okay, so women in tech industry, it's a male-dominated industry.
Right.
Like it's most of the time as women in tech, you have to constantly work very hard to just even convince people that you are able to do it. So you find that in the community at some point, people don't believe that a woman can do it. Like, for example, when I was in my 3rd year, I was going for my internship, and then when I showed my boss all the projects I'd done on different programming language I'd done, he was like, okay, I didn't know that girls could do this. I was really frustrated, but I responded to him that you'll be able to see what I'm able to do during the entire period.
How long ago was this?
It was in 2013.
This is not 1998.
No.
2013. Okay.
Yeah, actually I finished my university in 2016. Yeah, so this actually really inspired me to come up with the other 3 ladies, and we started mentoring because I was very good in computer programming, and I felt like if I can be embarrassed in this web development agency, how about some of the girls who are even afraid of coding?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so how is that going? How is it going working in a male-dominated industry?
For me, because it's something that I'm passionate about, I really like it. And also, one thing that is very good, especially in technology, the pay is good, it's very flexible. I'm not employed. I don't have to go to an office every day. I can plan my time. I have time even to mentor the girls to venture into technology as well.
I believe you are also in STEM, right?
Yeah.
For you, why did you go into technology? What was the inspiration behind you entering this industry?
The inspiration is that I loved computers while I was in high school, and I loved physics and mathematics. If you gave me CRE, I would be like, no. I actually used to get D's in CRE and A's in mathematics and physics.
You're an example, and here's the thing, allow me to say this, you're an example that girls can pass in science, in STEM subject, because there's that notion that girls can only do and participate in humanitarian, because sciences are hard.
Yeah. Yeah, that is the notion out here, that girls are just meant for art courses, they're just meant for humanities, but actually girls can pass in science, mathematics, physics, name them all. And this is a cultural, it's the mindset that you have, is the support that you have, like the support from my family that I got, and I knew, well, I can pass in these subjects. So the other question you had asked is, please,
the inspiration behind it.
Oh, the inspiration behind it is that I loved computer while I was in high school, and I could just go. I didn't take computer. I actually dropped it while I was in high school and went for business because I wanted to be a lawyer. But here we are. So computers bring a lot of change. Like, the technology is advancing. There's a lot of technology advancements. That's what I mean. You can actually switch on your fridge while you're here. and it's at home. You can switch on. Right nowadays, you can even cook ugali when you're at work, and then go and pick it.
Wait, which technology does this woman use? Wait, what technology does this woman? Even Sally, look at Sally's face. Yes, Ati, which technologies allow you to cook ugali while you're at work?
Okay, there's some Chinese technology that is coming up. So my inspiration in tech, inspiration in tech is actually that you can do a lot of stuff that you don't, like Ruth said, you don't have to be there physically.
Do you think the tech world is doing enough for women now that there are machines that are making ugali?
Yes, we are getting there, because there's still gender bias, even or rather there's racial bias and gender bias when it comes to artificial intelligence. But we are getting there. It's making life easier and easier, washing machines.
All right, the lady behind is also in STEM, right? I believe.
Yes. Well, for me, the inspiration came in 2015 when I went for training in Billund on hands-on learning experience. So when I came back, I found out that learning is actually fun and science is really, really fun. But the problem is the perception that is instilled in us from a very young age.
Right.
And number one, learning has been overtaken by the teacher. So the teacher knows all the answers, and so your work as a student is to just sit and listen. So when I found out that actually learning should be student-led and not teacher-led, so that gave me a spark that actually everything and anything is possible.
Yes.
And STEM, math, science can actually be practical, fun, and anyone can enjoy it, be it a girl or a boy. So it should not be, just for the boys or for the men dominated. Women should also be given the equal opportunity to work in STEM.
Here's the question though, are women showing their interest? Are more women showing interest than the men as well?
Well, actually, we have women who are very much interested in STEM. The only problem is, they're not given the opportunity to showcase what they can do. But for the women that I've been working with, especially the young children, the young girls, you see the interest and the level of enthusiasm that they have. It's equal to the boys. So the only thing that they lack is, the encouragement from the teachers and the opportunity for them to do something and present it. Yeah.
Okay, so from STEM, you've heard from women in technology. I want to attach that with education. Kasim Zani, you have an amazing project, and where you talked about educating boys and girls when it comes to sex education and extremism. Allow me to begin with the aspect of why is sex education important and why should it be in our curriculum, whether it's 844, CBC, whatever curriculum it is. Why is sex education so important for it to be integrated into our schools?
Well, I come from Kwale County, and I don't know if you've heard of this, but there is a high rate of teenage pregnancy and STIs in my county. And personally, the main problem that I'm seeing here are traditional ideologies, our cultural values. We do not talk about sex. Young people especially, you're not allowed to talk about sex unless you're getting married. So when you're getting married, that's when they feel it's important for you to talk about sex, because we believe in our communities we're not having sex. We are very religious and very cultural values, which is not true. Because in the end of the day, we have very many young people who are having sex, which is leading to high teenage pregnancies, which is leading to school dropouts, hence affecting our economy, leading to poverty, with Kwale County being ranked as the 6th poorest county in Kenya. So I personally have so much passion in this, because I feel it's very important for us to have these discussions, not because we are going against our culture, because in our community we say mwacha mila ni mtumwa. If you step out of your culture, then you're a slave. But because this is important, not just for our young people, but also for our economy. So yes, I do believe that if we need to impact sex education in young people, because in the end of the day, young people are going to learn about sex. So the question is, where do you want them to learn about sex from? Do you want it to be from their peers? Do you want it to be in social media? Or do you want them to learn about it from an educated adult?
Let me tell you, I've already seen the next woman president for this country. I don't know about you people. All right. But you're also dealing with extremism. Right now the issue of security is such a heavy topic in Kenya right now. Yes. And a lot of our young men and women are lured into joining these extreme groups. How is that going? Vitu kwa ground. How is that conversation? Are the young people feeling like, me, I don't have a job, Here I'm approached and I'm told, you know, you will make X amount of money, your family will be given X amount of money if you do, you know, Y.
Yes.
How is that going? How is that conversation on the ground with young people?
The conversation is hectic and it's scary because it's not safe even for us who are dealing with issues of violent extremism in the ground. So the main problem that we have in our communities, especially when I'm looking at Kwale County and CVE, I'm looking at areas of Shikadabu, I'm looking at areas of Ngombeni, Denyenye. There's a lot of gang activities that are rising over there.
Right.
And unfortunately, most of the people are very, very young people. So the question is, why do young people feel the need to enter into violent extremism? So again, we're coming back to poverty. They do not have a source of income. In the end of the day, as much as we would like to blame so many other factors, the issue of income is still a major problem. So yes, the problem is big. And the worst part is that some of our parents actually contributing to this because we say, samaki mkunje angali mbichi. If you want to deal with a situation, deal with the child akiwa mdogo. But we prefer to hide it. We prefer to, you know, it's a family issue. Let's just deal with it from here. And we protect them. So when we protect bad behavior, this is exactly how it grows and it grows. And unfortunately, we do not have safe spaces for young people. Troubled young people, we don't talk to them, we cast them away. We say, no, this person is involved in bad habits, or this person has gangster activities, or he's too gangy and all that. So we keep them away instead of helping them.
Wow.
So yes.
Wow. Yasmin, you also deal with period poverty. Could we get the mic to Yasmin? You also deal with period poverty. Talk to me a little bit about that and attach it to what she said, how that poverty ends up having a ripple effect on the community. A girl cannot go to school, etc.
Again, I'm a nominee under healthcare category, and growing up in an informal settlement, it has not been an easy journey. You'll find that girls are exposed to so many things, and extreme poverty being the major cause of why all this is happening. It's you'll find that girls usually end up accessing sanitary towels in immoral behaviors.
Yes.
So, like for instance, you'll find that a girl, it's a first time experience in menstruation, so she's afraid and ashamed of speaking up. So she'd rather go to a boda guy because, again, our culture and religion at times forbids us from talking about menstruation. Again, menstruation, we relate menstruation to reproductive health. Reproductive health, again, it's sexual education. So in our community, you'll find that due to lack of knowledge and information on menstrual health management, the girls are forced to look for alternatives. And these alternatives are transaction sex. So a girl will go to a boda rider or a tuk-tuk driver so that she can exchange sanitary towel with sex. Like 50 shillings, you'll find sanitary towels is 50 shillings. So she'll exchange 50 shillings in return of sexual activity. And at the end of the day, she'll end up getting pregnant.
Yes.
She'll end up dropping out of school. Maybe the boda guy is HIV positive. She'll contract STIs. And this brings us back to women vulnerability. We are really vulnerable. We don't have the resilience in saying like, no, I need to access menstrual product in a healthy way. And
here's the thing, Yasmin, sorry to cut you short. You look at there are countries in this day and age in 2020 that have decided to make sanitary products free, Scotland being one of them, right? So there's no point in this day and age, whether you're a woman who is in middle class, upper class or lower class, they do not pay for certain sanitary things like pads. Certain countries have even removed the tax on sanitary towels. Botswana on the African continent is the latest to make sure that sanitary towels are free. Kenya hasn't done that yet.
It's very unfortunate that the government, actually recently the Ministry of Education said the ministry doesn't have enough money for sanitary towels, and it's really very unfortunate. And also we had this case in Kiambu where they were unpacking expired sanitary towels,
on our shelves,
which will eventually bring a health hazard to our young girls in the community. And also we have this these alternatives menstrual product, like the reusable sanitary towels. Again, the ministry, that is Prof, was like, no, we cannot go for reusable sanitary towels because they have infection. Mind you, in early age, our grandmothers, our great-grandmothers were using the reusable sanitary towels. So it's up to us, and also it's up to the government of Kenya to look for alternatives, rather than saying that the reusable sanitary towels is not good, it's infectious and all that. So they need to come with alternative, in that they'll reach out to also grassroots people like us and see on how we can join. All this requires collective effort.
Right.
And if at all they'll come again to the grassroots level and incorporate, like Nzani spoke about incorporating sexual education in school, sensitization of community on sexual and reproductive health and rights, and also teachers. We had a case of a young girl in Bomet who committed suicide. So all this, it requires all of us, the community and also the government.
Yes.
We come together and in ending all this.
I need to move from you, but here's my question. How do we bring men to this conversation, to this table? Because it's the men, it's the father that will give the daughter money to go buy the pads. It is that man, that picky guy that was going to give the girl money to buy pads after performing whatever favor. Men are the ones who hold the economic value. Unfortunately, how do we bring men to this conversation of menstrual cycle?
So we are actually engaging boy child as well in this conversation, because as much as girls go out there to exchange money for sanitary towels, they don't go to their like female counterpart, they go to their male counterpart. So what we do is usually engage boy child. Like, we want to change the narrative, in that you'll find that in the recent past we used to do a girl talk only. So since then we were the ones that excluded boy child from the conversation. So now we are bringing them on board. We are trying to address all these issues and also see on how they'll come on board in ending period poverty, and exclusion.
Rose, let's get the mic to Rose. Rose, you have an interesting story as well. You have a hashtag that allows people to sort of get jobs, and from what I'm hearing from these conversations, because they're all related, from STEM, we went to education. From education, what has really come out is the issue of poverty, unemployment, and that's where you're dealing with, right? How is that going? How is a hashtag going to help us reduce unemployment levels, especially for young people in Kenya?
I feel that the hashtag came about at a time where we needed to have...
Remind us the hashtag?
The hashtag is Ikokazi KE.
Yes.
It trends every Monday. It was top 10 organic hashtags even last year among the promoted shows in the morning. It shows you where unemployment is as a country. It should be basically told that it's a national disaster, where you have everyday people on the roads there with placards. People are there telling their credentials. I work in marketing, and even the brands I work with, every single time you go to your messages, it's always someone asking for jobs. To an extent, even people who do manage these corporate accounts, we had to have this conversation. How many job applications do you get in Nakumat, maybe in Citizen? How many applications do you get of people just applying? So we need to create the conversations around this so that people see that it is indeed a disaster. Also, how are we connecting to our mentors? How are we sourcing for jobs? Because Ikokazi KE is helping you basically just reach out to everyone.
How effective has that been?
It's been effective in the sense of, at least now we create the conversations, people get jobs, and even when they get jobs, they come back to talk about it. They talk about the interviews they got, the jobs they got, and then now at least there's that transparency around it, which I felt like that is where the hopelessness was coming around.
Why did you
no one was saying
Why
that.
did you start it?
I started it because when I resigned, people were forwarding to me jobs that really have nothing to do with me. If I share to you, I'm helping you because I know you, but why not share to everyone on a platform as public as Twitter? It gets to help her, it gets to help the next person. You don't necessarily have to know me, but if you check, you can always help someone who you don't even know. And I felt that that is where the disconnection was. Also, it helps like with mental health, for you to have this conversation and see people getting jobs. Then now you start having hope, because initially no one was talking about it. No one's seeing their credentials. You're just seeing people with placards. But the minute you keep seeing people are getting employed, people are getting callbacks, I feel like right now you have more hope to keep applying, and then at least now we are having the conversation around it. It's not being ignored. Then every time you go to news, this company is firing X number of people. At least now we are having the conversation. It's not being ignored. And that's basically the whole concept of the hashtag.
Wow.